Hi, this is Jeff Ploss at Bodybuilding Fitness Center. Today we're going to discuss the basics of deadlifts. Now this discussion today is going to be geared to somebody that's new into deadlifts and is wanting to get started out with some basic fundamental safe techniques and determine which way you should deadlift, whether it be conventional or sumo. Now keep in mind that it's a really good idea to warm up, which I've already done. You want to warm up your quadriceps and your hamstrings, stretch out thoroughly so that you'll have an easy time getting down with your hips. A common mistake that a lot of people make when they do a deadlift is when they get ready to pull, they really aren't squatting down into the bar. Their legs are relatively straight, they're using entirely their back. And that's a real good way to overwork your lower back and injure yourself possibly, excuse me. So we're going to start out with a conventional deadlift. Now, somebody that's more advanced, they'll do their lighter sets without a lifting belt. If you're starting out, I recommend that you use a belt so that if you do make a mistake with your core and you relax it, you're less likely to have a problem with technique. Now, in a conventional deadlift, what you want to do is make sure that your feet are slightly turned out. You want your stance to be approximately your hip width. You're going to take an over-underhand grip, which what this is going to do is improve your grip potential so the bar is not going to want to roll out of your hands. Now, when I start down, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to drop my hips. Chest will be out. I'm going to stand up with the weight, okay? Not necessarily pull, you'll stand up with the weight. So keep the core tight and just stand up. Use the legs to drive into the platform. Take a deep breath. Hips are down. Shoulders back. When I start down, I'm going to keep the core tight. Bend my knees. Touch. Tighten up the core. Drive the feet into the platform. Shoulders back. Now, if you're a little bit shorter, you have a lot of hip strength and thick hips, a lot of guys go out to a sumo. And if you watch a person that does a sumo, the bar is going to travel a shorter distance. So they have a leverage advantage by doing this. But if you don't have the hips development for it, a sumo is going to be a very difficult lift for you. Hands will be right in towards the inside part of the knurl. Again, your chest is out. Your core will be tight. And I'm going to squat down to the bar. Load the hips. I'm going to take a deep breath. As I drop the hips down, I'm going to stand up. You don't want your hips to start up first. You want your shoulders to start up first. So you're going to take a deep breath. Hips down. Chest is out. I'm going to drive my knees out. Shoulders back. Bend the knees. Back down. Take a deep breath. Core is tight. Hips go down. Chest is out. Shoulders back. Like I said, the sumo, the bar travels less distance. So you got a huge advantage for pulling bigger weights. But you don't want to be a tall, lanky person doing a sumo because it's going to be more difficult because you don't have the hip strength for it. Now, in addition to that, something that is really overlooked by a lot of guys is when you're doing your training for deadlifts, it's really important to have a tight, healthy core. Something you want to probably get in the habit of doing in your training, other than conventional, like say hanging knee-ups, crunches, which doesn't necessarily work the transverse abs. You want to start getting in the habit of doing a plank. Come down your forearms. Your body's going to be in a nice level stance, and you're going to hold steady. And you're going to time that. Way to add more difficulty will be to hold one leg up. Hold that for like approximately 20-30 seconds, and then you would do the other side for 20 or 30 seconds. Now these are some pointers for starting out with deadlifts to get off to a good start with good technique and a healthy core. We'll talk to you next time.